بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
In the name of the Divine Sovereign Lord, the Merciful and Compassionate.
والنازعات غرقا
Let the heavenly beings who tear away the souls of the sinner in strident moves by immersing them into an agonizing death be witnesses.
والناشطات نشطا
And the heavenly beings who energize the spirits of the blessed ones with happiness as they leave their bodies, let them be witnesses.
والسابحات سبحا
And the heavenly beings who travel across the firmaments to perform their missions, let them witness.
فالسابقات سبقا
Who hastened at once to fulfill the divine command.
فالمدبرات أمرا
And the archangels who carry out the divine orders and oversee the precise application of the divine commands, let them witness.
يوم ترجف الراجفة
That is the day when the earth shakes violently and the graves split open at resurrection,
تتبعها الرادفة
followed by the impact of the aftershock when people emerge quickly out of their graves.
قلوب يومئذ واجفة
On that day, some hearts will be petrified in shock at seeing the promised event of the day of judgment taking place.
أبصارها خاشعة
And their gazes are cast down in quite pensive submissiveness.
يقولون أئنا لمردودون في الحافرة
The people now say, "What? Is it even thinkable that our bodies would return to their former state after death inside our graves?
أئذا كنا عظاما نخرة
What? When our bones have decayed and disintegrated, will they be restored again?"
قالوا تلك إذا كرة خاسرة
They said, "Such coming back will certainly be a total loss.
فإنما هي زجرة واحدة
But it will be no more than a single most powerful scalding shout for all the creation to reassemble at once.
فإذا هم بالساهرة
And behold, here they stand on the surface of the earth, which is always awake night and day.
هل أتاك حديث موسى
Have you not heard the story of Moses?
إذ ناداه ربه بالواد المقدس طوى
When his Lord called him at the sacred valley of Tuwa and said to him,
اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى
"Go to Pharaoh, for he has exceeded all bounds in his aggression.
فقل هل لك إلى أن تزكى
Say to him, would you accept the divine message and get purified from sin?
وأهديك إلى ربك فتخشى
And I will guide you to the true worship of your Lord, whose divine retribution you should certainly dread."
فأراه الآية الكبرى
Moses then showed him the ultimate miracle that proves without the shadow of the doubt that this message is from Allah.
فكذب وعصى
But even then, Pharaoh called Moses a liar, and he disobeyed his Lord.
ثم أدبر يسعى
Pharaoh then walked away and went in haste to get support.
فحشر فنادى
And he gathered his council and imposed loudly a state decree,
فقال أنا ربكم الأعلى
and said to them, "I am your sole Lord, the Most High. I know of no sovereign monarch for you besides me."
فأخذه الله نكال الآخرة والأولى
Allah then subjected him to an exemplary punishment for his last statement and for the first one, in this life and in the next.
إن في ذلك لعبرة لمن يخشى
And let this be a lasting warning for whoever dreads the divine retribution.
أأنتم أشد خلقا أم السماء بناها
Do you people think that you are more difficult to create, or the sky which Allah built?
رفع سمكها فسواها
It is Allah who raised high its canopy and established its required functions.
وأغطش ليلها وأخرج ضحاها
And He darkened its night and brightened its daylight.
والأرض بعد ذلك دحاها
And he then created the earth and spread its surface.
أخرج منها ماءها ومرعاها
And he brought out of it its potable water and its grazing pasture.
والجبال أرساها
And he anchored the mountains to stabilize its balance,
متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم
for your joy and comfort, as well as for your cattle to graze in.
فإذا جاءت الطامة الكبرى
But once the overwhelming event of the resurrection takes place,
يوم يتذكر الإنسان ما سعى
on that day man will certainly remember all what he went after in this fleeting life.
وبرزت الجحيم لمن يرى
And the hellfire will be placed in full view for the ones who are intending to see it.
فأما من طغى
As to the one who persevered in aggression and went beyond limits,
وآثر الحياة الدنيا
and who gave preference to the pleasures of the present fleeting life,
فإن الجحيم هي المأوى
then hell is the final abode.
وأما من خاف مقام ربه ونهى النفس عن الهوى
But one who is reverent of his Lord's direct knowledge of his actions and who curbs his desires from pursuing their passion,
فإن الجنة هي المأوى
then paradise is his eternal abode.
يسألونك عن الساعة أيان مرساها
They ask you about the last hour. When will it come?
فيم أنت من ذكراها
But why should you have to answer their sarcastic inquiry about it,
إلى ربك منتهاها
when its appointed term remains the exclusive knowledge of your Lord?
إنما أنت منذر من يخشاها
You are there to warn those who dread its trepidation.
كأنهم يوم يرونها لم يلبثوا إلا عشية أو ضحاها
The day they see it, it will appear to them as though they have only tarried in the world for our evening or the early short hours of the next morning.